Once again, it's on. This is Watch and Shoes. Watch and Shoes. This is a Wholecut Mezlan slipper. Wholecut Mezlan slipper. Very few shoes completely confused me on how they were constructed. This shoe had me do a double and a triple take when I saw it in the stores. I don't quite have the facts on how it was made. I walked into a Mezlan store in Atlanta, Georgia, and they couldn't tell me how it was made. Not because it was top secret, because they just weren't sure. I honestly believe they took a net and layered a piece of leather over the net, painted the whole thing gold, then painted the whole thing leather. Vanilla, and then they went across it with an abrasive material and took off the top surface on the raised elements due to the net underneath. They took the top surface off, which exposed the gold underneath and left the vanilla cream leather untouched. That's my 2 cents. I think that's how they did it. This is a textured shoe. This is not just smooth leather. You can feel each one of these raised areas, these diamond or netted areas. They come off, they raise off the surface in gold. So again, I see a lot of people with very, very classy shoes. I see Mezlan being left off that list too often. I've not ever seen a shoe this classy on those classy shoe sites or web tutorials. Not just tutorials. Some of them are just explaining what class is. It's an enormous genre. I'm just finding out about it. I didn't know they had so many people teaching about style on the internet. But what I've found in my short experience of viewing these sites on style and class and how to be a gentleman and on and on and on, I keep missing the episode about Mezlan. They make some great shoes. So I guess my style is maybe a little too turned up for some people, but fortunately not too turned up for Mezlan because they keep getting my money. Exotic leather shoe. Handmade. You'll see no stitches anywhere on this shoe. Wholecut. Front to back, one piece of leather. They punctured that for the tassels to come out. Remains one piece of leather. Not even showing you the welt that binds the leather sole to the leather upper. And then to hide the area where the leather is actually stitched, they have this fabric here. And it also goes around to hide the stitching to keep the two leathers, the black interior and the white exterior. It goes around the entire shoe. I've not seen anyone do it this well. This is a slipper. The last one was a loafer. This is a good way to see the difference between a slipper and a loafer. You got that. Basically is the main difference. The stitching there. But this is Mezlan slipper, Mezlan loafer. I also gave you Mezlan derby. Extreme leather quality here on the derby with the 2 leather soles. Foam in between the 2. This is independent leather soles with the Wholecut leather running underneath. And this is the standard leather sole. You can see the Goodyear welt here, but you will not see it on the top. Tried every way possible to keep it classy there. Similar here. You can see the welt, but you won't see it on the top. This one hides the welt. If there is even a welt, this is more of like giving you a tennis shoe type feel. And you don't see any stitching there. It's not mandatory at all. I actually like to see the stitching. But if you can pull it off and hide the stitching, great. This wasn't intended to be a Mezlan shoe show. So let's get these derby shoes off. Let's get the loafer off. And let's get back to the slipper. Leather interior. Let's see how well they did with the stitching there. They've got the one stitch to hide the the one piece of leather to hide the stitch that would be shown there in the back. And not actually looked in these shoes before, but as I could assume, no stitches to be found inside the shoe. So that's pretty cool. Leather throughout, no stitches anywhere. Doesn't get more comfortable than that. No stitches. Slip-on slipper. But yep, there you have it. Very bizarre. This shoe, along with so many other shoes in these collections, and some of those watches. Typically, when you're talking Mezlan, you can wear anything you flippin' want to wear with this shoe. I would probably not wear socks. And you can wear jeans with this. Like I said before, I have a leather shirt that matches this brown leather. I mean, it's endless. A black slacks, whatever you want to do, it's going to match. And this shoe will typically steal the show. People who don't like to comment on men's fashion will speak up on the shoe. Like, wow, what is this and how is it? Because that gold just pops out at you. And then the plush, soft leather in between the gold just pulls you in. It's just a beautiful contrast. All right, this is another episode of Watch and Shoes. This is another shoe that I can talk on for 30 minutes or more, but I won't. Your time is valuable, as is mine. That's a meteor from Africa. Meteorite face to watch. And carbon fiber body. Just as exquisite a Mezlan loafer shoe. Not a loafer, a Mezlan slipper. Sorry. Still had that beautiful crocodile loafer on my mind. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's hard. This is one of my favorites of a bunch of favorites. Just get out of here. Trying to steal the show. Can't steal the limelight from this beauty. Mezlan Wholecut slipper. Leather sole. Beautifully done by Mezlan. Thank you for watching. Watch and Shoes.